Have you ever marveled at the brain's incredible ability to orchestrate every conscious movement and process the world around you? It is an intricate symphony of neural communication, where specific pathways are essential for making sense of sensations and directing your actions. The brain regions that heavily utilize cortical projections are primarily the cerebral cortex itself, which sends these extensive pathways to critical subcortical areas like the basal ganglia and thalamus, as well as downward to the brainstem and ultimately the spinal cord. Essentially, these projections act as the brain's main output highways, enabling the cortex to exert control over motor functions, modulate sensory information, and integrate cognitive processes. The why behind this intricate network lies in the hierarchical organization of brain function. The cerebral cortex, as the seat of higher-order processing, planning, and conscious thought, needs direct and efficient lines of communication to implement its commands. For instance, the corticospinal tract, a major cortical projection, allows for voluntary motor control by directly influencing spinal motor neurons. Without these direct lines, the brain would be unable to translate thought into action, or effectively filter and react to the vast amounts of sensory data it receives, leading to a breakdown in coordinated behavior and perception. To better understand how this works in practice, think about reaching for a cup of coffee. The command originates in your motor cortex, which then sends signals down the corticospinal tract to specific muscles in your arm and hand. Simultaneously, cortical projections connect with the basal ganglia to refine the movement's smoothness and initiation, and with the thalamus to filter and relay sensory feedback about the cup's position and temperature back to the cortex. It is a continuous loop of command and feedback, all facilitated by these projection pathways. A key concept here is top-down control, where higher cortical centers regulate activity in lower brain regions. For example, the corticobulbar tract, another crucial projection, controls voluntary movements of the face, head, and neck. These projections are not just one-way streets, they also influence sensory processing. For instance, the cortex can modulate how much attention we pay to a specific sensory input through its projections, effectively enhancing or suppressing signals as needed. This selective attention is vital for navigating a complex environment. Ultimately, understanding the widespread utilization of cortical projections across various brain regions reveals how the cerebral cortex is the master conductor of our conscious experience. These pathways are not merely routes for signals but are fundamental to integrating thought, sensation, and action, allowing for the sophisticated and adaptable behaviors that define us, and providing a cohesive framework for how our brain controls and interacts with the world.